Okay, there it is. Now we're working. It's Your Mom's Basement, episode 21. What up, YMB fam? Happy Sunday. Yeah, we had some technical difficulties, and I had to reset everything really quickly. And I swear, I'm not that drunk yet. But in any case, welcome to Sundays. And on Sundays, we all get together. We do an interactive comic book club with my friends Ian and Savanna, and then we have a live chat, and that is very, very important because that includes you in the show. And then we've got this awesome family that really does show up and talk about our love for comic books every Sunday. And I'm Kirk. Ian and Savannah are here. Tonight we are talking motherfucking Deathmatch. I'm pretty excited for this. It's by Boom Studios. It's Paul Jenkins. So the reason I'm doing a very, very quick intro is because tonight is a very special night. It's episode 21, which means of drinking age.
Yeah, Jack Daniels, Jägermeister, and Jameson.
They're going whiskey. I'm going Jaeger. Savannah?
Only way to fly.
Hey,
Vitamin J. I'm good. Hi, guys.
Oh, we're drinking. We're drinking straight out of the bottle.
Keep drinking.
Are we drinking? I'm not drinking straight out of the bottle. I'm a lady. I love how you laugh at that, Kirk.
What's that?
That was a bad idea.
A shot?
You want a shot?
It's okay.
It's our 21st episode, friends. Thank you for staying with us this long and not being total assholes, despite the fact that we totally are.
Sometimes that we're assholes. And
we are assholes. And we love you, and we appreciate you. And all your feedback, and all of your internet responsiveness, and telling all your friends. We just love you.
It's actually been pretty awesome. We do, and this is mostly all because of Savannah and Ian, but I think Ian said we're up to, what, 10,000, 20,000 views?
What? That's crazy.
And we've, over the last couple of weeks, I've met some really great new people that have discovered the channel, and that's huge for us. And I never even thought this would go more than 10 episodes, let alone at 21. And honestly, Sundays are the day I look forward to the most, and this is probably my favorite part of the week. And I'm really excited that we're doing this with you guys. And so we're kind of celebrating you as well while we thin the blood tonight, so to speak.
Fan Appreciation Day.
We're drinking for you. We're doing this for you.
You don't even know.
You don't even know. And
you're having us to drink.
What was I gonna say? We're gonna get nothing accomplished this episode.
Yeah.
No, we are.
Don't expect us to get anything.
Pretty much it.
Yeah.
Pretty much it. So I don't know if there's actually a situation where we should drink, or we're just kind of sip on stuff once in a while.
Well, I feel like we should all take a shot together, including whoever's drinking in the chat.
You know what? Straight up, let's look at the chat really quickly, because the best part was everyone was going, who's got what tonight to drink? So I'm going to say hello to the chat. We've got Euronin, who, by the way, has moderator power, as well as Samurai Ox. They will be your moderators in the chat room tonight. And by the way, don't worry, if you're watching this not live, don't feel excluded. It's just that the chat also really contributes to the show, and they bring up really good questions and things that we need to talk about and look at from a certain point of view. All right, that first shot's kicking in. And but this all gets archived onto the YouTube channel, and you guys get to keep the conversations going down below. So we got that. Chip Marlowe, what's up? So glad to see you guys. They already had the chat going hard before we even started. Damien, good to see you tonight, bro. Usually I don't ever get to see you in the chat. But Damien and I, awesome Twitter friends. Also, Venable Touch with that awesome moniker of a icon. Good to see you. Who else is in here? Who else is in? Oh, Frida. My friend Frida.
Hi, Frida.
Hi.
Frida is adorable, and she also just got her hair done, and now she's pretty much Ramona Flowers in Scott Pilgrim.
That's
and
nice.
She also went to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, and we freaked out online talking about it the other night. And Samurai Ox, who got his mohawk done just in time for this special little occasion of a drinky comic book show tonight. So I'm really fucking excited. Oh, Ragnarok's here. Ragnarok is actually in for a show tonight. Known you for a really long time. And this is awesome. This is really fucking awesome. I'm super excited. Oh, so how's everyone's week?
Awesome, full of fitness and sleeping.
I'm jealous.
The usual.
Yeah, you know.
You know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. By the way, yeah, just Savannah is just nothing but like her Instagram. If you're ever lucky enough to lurk it, is just her kicking ass on weights and just getting exhausted watching her work out on weights.
It's fun.
It's ridiculous.
It's a good time.
I guess if I had to describe Instagram, Savannah said, "Whoa, did I just?"
Ah, ah,
Are you?
Describe Savannah's Instagram, it'd be like a splice between Victoria's Secret and like a bodybuilder gym.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so cool. Thank you.
Yeah,
It's
I heard
amazing. It's the hottest
You
Instagram
guys,
out.
okay, so there's like a million pictures of comic books. You guys don't even talk about how many fucking books are on my page.
basically it's
Thank
insane.
you.
The best part is if you do go to Savannah's Instagram, like it is the best comic book conversations happening.
Thank
on her
you.
posts. They
Thank
really
you.
are.
Thank you. Aside from
I was leaving
me.
that part for Kirk, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Awful. That's what it is.
Yeah. Fine.
And what else? Ian, how was your week?
It was good. I had an eventful week. I went out clubbing on Friday. I'm sure some of you saw my crazy
So
boomerang
intense.
posts and my. It was crazy. I had one dirty martini, two adios motherfuckers, and one cranberry
You know
vodka.
what's in an adios motherfucker? Do you know why it's called an everything?
Everything.
It's a blue Long Island.
Yes.
Yeah, and I had two of those.
Fuck you up. Two of those. People drink those who want to get smashed. If you're trying to get smashed, drink an adios motherfucker.
Yeah, adios motherfuckers. Vodka, gin, rum, triple sec, sometimes tequila, usually tequila. Also Blue Sea or Blue Caraco, which is a super sweet alcoholic liquid that also covers the entire taste of all the other liquors that are in there.
Yeah, so if you can't
it's blue Kool-Aid that fucks you up sideways. And you took a Xanax?
No, if you don't have access to Xanax when you're anxious, just go to the bar and get an AMF. It will do the same thing.
There you go.
I don't think I've ever had one in my entire life.
But not only will it do the same thing, it'll also make you think that you can dance.
Oh no.
That explains my Snapchat because the next day I had to go down and just delete.
Whoops.
Well, I'm going to drink to that, Ian, and our 21st episode. Woo.
Oh, I need to pour.
Oh, wait, hold on. No. Oh, shoot.
I already did it. Need to do it.
She goes along. It's not fair.
By the way, hashtag not sponsored. Jack Daniels is not sponsoring this.
Hashtag not sponsored.
Hashtag.
Did you guys drink already?
I did.
Yeah.
Oh.
I had to fuck myself into it, so I had to get through that first one. I don't like watching. I don't like waiting.
You had to power through it.
I had to power through it.
So. I didn't get any sleep this week.
Why?
I adopted a kitty and I had to find it a new home.
Oh, that's right. You found a fucking kitten in a Taco Bell drive-thru.
Dude, best Happy Meal.
Who does that happen to?
Kirk. That shit happens to Kirk. Like,
okay, yeah.
I'd be like, oh, that's cute. Bye.
Fucking
You gave it the awesomest name.
Oh yeah, that's true. World. That's very true.
Can you explain the name, please? I don't know if you already did, but I just had 2 shots of.
I know there might be a lot of repeating. Oh, you're on his face. I already did that. So, long story short, driving home from work, went to a Taco Bell drive-thru, like you do, because I decided to break my diet. Sorry, and they're straight up like, "Oh, good to see you again." I'm like, "Shh, I've never heard that much," and I could hear a cat in the back. I'm like, "Do you guys have a cat?" And they went, "Yeah." One of the cooks went outside on their break and found a bunch of kids playing with it, and it looked like they were not being nice and they were about ready to throw it in the trash. So the cook scared the kids away, took the cat, they put the cat back into the restaurant, and it had been there for like an hour, and they've said that they talked to everybody that worked at the restaurant, Taco Bell, and everyone had animals or couldn't take the cat or had allergies, and the guy said that his shift was off in an hour and he was going to take it to the shelter, and then he just I'm like, do you mind if I see the kitty? And he literally holds up like this little fur ball thing.
The cutest.
It's tiny. It's just gray. It's just a gray sock.
A little
that's
gray
really dusty.
dumpster cat.
Yeah, and I just took one look at it, realized that it was too young, and if they took it to the shelter, they would have put it down. So I said, "Hey, do you have a box?" He's like, "You'll take the cat." I went, "Yeah." And
Did
so they got a
you
box.
take LC in a Taco Bell 12 taco box?
Yes. So they're like, "Yeah, we've got a box." So they literally take the box. They put my burrito into the box. They also put the kitty into the box.
Here you
Like,
go.
welcome to Taco Bell. Here's your kitten. Like, thank you. And I took it home, and so I had to go get like some formula for it. I took it to the vet. Made sure the vet was like, yeah, you got to be very careful. It definitely was separated from its litter too early. It did great over the last 3 days. Found a new home for it last night. But I named her Elsie, which was more like LC, and then that stood for Lion Cat. So this little kitten. So I did give it to a mutual friend, and I do have visitation rights, and they already sent me pictures last night or this morning, and said that the cat was doing a lot better, and that basically the vet said that if I hadn't taken it and gotten like the formula and stuff for it, it would have been good. So,
Yay!
and I really wish I could have kept the cat. I wanted to. A lot of crying involved. It sucked, but I get visitation rights.
Aw, that's okay. There's lots of
Yeah.
cats. Someday
But
when your time is right.
Dude, it also cried like for 4 nights, 3 nights, 4 nights in a row.
Oh, I bet it did.
You see these circles? I haven't slept.
Screaming
having-
kitten.
And I will have to support Kirk on this, because when I first got Rhaegar, like, having kittens is the most annoying thing. Like, I had Rhaegar since he was like this big, and like I could not sleep. I remember by day 4 I gave it to my friend, and I was like, you need to get this thing away from me. I can't. I need a night of sleep. I was going crazy. So raising kittens is hard. Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm never having real kids, if having a kitten is any indication.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't know if I'm a kids guy. I hate to say it. This might also explain why I'm like a bachelor in my late 30s. I'm like, kids.
I feel like we are kids people, but we just like to give them back, you know?
Yes.
I love kids.
You're an awesome.
All the children's.
All the children. See, I think I make an awesome uncle.
Yes.
Like dude, I'm the guy who goes to Disneyland. I'm the guy who goes to Disney films. I'm the guy
that gets you high for the first time and drives you to places you shouldn't be.
I will be the gay uncle. I will be the gunkle.
The gunkle. This is Gunkle Ian.
I will be your kid's gunkle.
No, your sexual orientation does not need to be in your title. Come on, you're better than that. Cute though.
I don't know. I'm going with it. It's the gunkle. I like it.
The gunkle. I know. It's stuff. God damn it, Ian. Why you do that? You go against everything I'm trying to teach my kid.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
I'm a big disappointment, just like a gunkle would be.
See, you're there, you fucker. Okay.
Well, what would be the other side of it? It would be a Gant.
A lant.
A Gant.
A laisant.
Liaison.
That sounds like liaison.
It's not just the aunt, it's the le aunt.
Okay.
Oh, Liz, I see what you did.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Should we talk about comics?
Please, can we talk about comic books? I'm dying right now.
I think we should talk about some comics.
Oh, I love you.
Before this just keeps going, we just get annihilated.
Okay.
By the way.
Do we want to talk about Deathmatch first or New
I think we should totally talk Deathmatch first.
Deathmatch! It was
Okay, so-
not what I thought it was going to be. Let's just start with that. I thought it was going to be some, like, funner. This was very depressing.
What?
It was so sad.
Oh, maybe I'm just fucked up. I found it to be very
Oh, no, you're definitely fucked up. I'm fucked. We're all fucked up. But this one was... It kind of hurts you right in the feels, man.
Yeah, especially when the Nephilim fights.
Anytime that it's okay, they're all, once we get into the premise, we'll see, like, why it sucks so bad. But there's nothing pleasant or amusing about it. It's painful. It's painful to read. I was like, oh, God. They have to kill all their best friends against their will because of mind control. That's so hard to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gnarly ass deaths too. And I mean, not all of them are friends, and the ones that weren't friends were really cool. Like the fucking jellyfish face one. That one was fucking cool. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Okay.
Let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
So
So this was Ian's suggestion this week, and I don't know if you guys saw the other episode when he suggested it. I went apeshit because it is genuinely one of my favorite series. So Deathmatch is by Paul Jenkins and art by Carlos Magno. It is a 12-issue limited series, or if you're reading it in trades, you're reading it in 3 volumes.
And the art was magnificent. I absolutely love that style of art. It's almost gave me like these Mobius type vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Not that it's like Mobius at all, but it was just, I was like, oh, I love this art. As like square and kind of gritty as it is, it was super artsy to me. It reminded me a lot of Lock and Key. I know that sounds weird, but
no, it's in a good way. And by the way, if you
Lock.
think about who Mobius is, like he was a longtime collaborator of Jodorowsky, and we talk about that a lot, like the books like The Incul and
Yeah, I love Mobius.
Mobius is awesome. He also did one of my favorite.
The Master of the Line.
Yeah. Mobius also, fun fact, was the main designer on the original Tron. Designed those costumes.
So sick. Lines everywhere.
Lines. So, yeah, I don't totally see the Mobius influence. But I want to throw this one to Ian. Ian, why did you decide on Deathmatch?
I decided on Deathmatch because I love this story, obviously, and I just thought the mystery, like, when you hear the title Deathmatch, you don't think you're gonna get as much depth out of it. You just think you're just gonna get a bunch, like a big Marvel event. You're just gonna get meaningless battles, and it's not that at all. There's so much depth. There's a mystery that just keeps you hooked. And the art, like Savanna said, is amazing. It's brilliant, and it's just beautiful to look at, and it's heartbreaking at times, but then at times it's fun because of the mystery aspect of it. Like, there's just nothing wrong with this title. I feel like if you're looking for a story that is not a big commitment, this is a really good one to read because it's 12 issues, it has a beginning, middle, and end, and you're satisfied by the end of it. Savanna has no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I definitely need to read the rest of it. I want to read the rest of it. Like, it sucked me right in, for sure. Like, as long, for me, it was kind of a long read, just because I was reading it before the show, trying to get through it, and I felt like I need to read it again to not.
So I'm curious, why was it so hard for you to get through? Was it just solely on the fact of what they are forced to do?
Well, a lot of it too. I take in a lot of the art, and it was really hard for me to place them in any certain situation. There's no definite background in this book anywhere at all. I have no idea where they are. It's all just faces and character interactions and the mental. This book is heavy on the mental, and I really need environment. This book has zero environment.
You know what I feel like? I feel like you had a really great situation because I don't know if you mentioned it before because, 2 shots. You just recently watched Cube, which is a film where you just get a group of characters who are placed in an unknown location, and it's up to them to figure it out, baby, because they're gonna fucking die in the through their journey.
It reminded me of where the idea of Saw came from.
I can see that a little bit.
First, idea of playing with people, you know what I mean? And this book is about a bunch of heroes and villains. They call them soups.
Yeah.
That are found in this place, and they're being forced to fight each other, unbeknownst to them, or their memories are wiped out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not explaining this the right way right off the bat.
Kirk, did you want to explain what's going on, what we know so far, because we don't want to go beyond volume 1.
Right. We're going to do the first volume, and I kind of definitely see this happening later on, going back and visiting the other volumes. But first off, the reason, and it hit me like a ton of bricks when I was doing the reread of this thing, I know why Ian likes this book. Because this is legitimately Watchmen meets Game of Thrones.
Yes! It's mindfuckery. It's the ultimate fucking... I was like... What is happening right now? Through this whole book.
Yeah, and so I think the cool part is that Deathmatch is basically It's done by Boom Studios, and they really could not do this at another company with characters that you knew. So the book is based on a lot of characters that seem familiar. Like there's a Peter Parker type character. There's definitely a Rorschach from Watchmen character. There's definitely like a weird like Joker character. So everyone kind of. There's a Batman. There's a Superman type called the Meridian. And he's an interesting character. But it's all characters that are completely brand new to the story, but they're familiar to you. So right away, that draws you in to who these people are, and you kind of automatically start getting attached to certain people, even though you know fucking jack shit about who they are.
And part of the fun is placing, okay, who is who? Okay, like this guy's Superman, this guy's Batman, this guy's Robin, this guy, you know, that's part of the fun, I think. It's like placing, okay, who is this character based on? Because I think that's a big part of the story, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, you're kind of like, and on top of that, like, Ian's absolutely right, there is also, like, this mystery. Like, you are constantly, like, learning, because everyone's minds have been wiped, and they've all been brought together, and we think by maybe an alien super-powered group. We're not quite sure yet. And they know that all their memories have been wiped, and it's literally heroes and villains of whatever world this is, and they know that they have to fight no matter what. But here's the funny part. When one person gets matched up with another to fight in this arena, they suddenly get all their memories back in the fight. And then they go, oh shit, this is why we're fighting. And then they have to fight it out. And it's like, two men enter, one man leaves. And the winner then gets to live, gets put back into like regular population with all the other characters. And then suddenly they forget everything again. So it's just constantly, like, you're only getting little pieces of the mystery. And it fucks with you. Like, Savanna's also absolutely right. Mind fuckery to the like, nth degree.
I had to reread certain things to like try to figure out what was happening with this character and why that they were like whispering in the corner with this other character. And then the way that character Rat is written is really hard for me to like.
Rat's like Rorschach.
Yeah, he's like Rorschach, but even a little bit more harder to interpret, especially because he's like dying. So you have to like interpret his like dying. I mean, I get that it's supposed to be cryptic,
right?
But I was like, damn it, this is not fun.
But you want more, don't you? Like, you want to know.
Yeah, of course I want to know more, because he knows all the shit and he doesn't even talk about it, or the fucking nuts magician dude, bro. And
one of the other things you should be pointed out is that when they're not in the arena and they're in like normal general population with each other, still trying to all figure out why they're fucking there in the first place, their powers are then shut down. They can't access any of their powers. So when they're in the arena fighting each other, all their powers are working and they have all their memories back, and then once the fight is over, their powers get turned off, and they don't remember why the fuck just happened. Pretty fucking
that's kind of cool. That's something I didn't notice. I thought that their powers were still activated while being in Gen Pop, because I thought I saw the Meridian fly while being... Or did I make that up?
No. I think that's a later volume.
Oh.
Was it? Hold on one second.
I don't know.
There
was one point where when Meridian was like, oh, I've punched the fucking hell out of these walls, and it's just not working out for me.
Yeah, and the thing about this book is that there is something about the Meridian, and I think he's got one of the biggest secrets of any character in the book.
Yeah, definitely the mystery lies with Meridian, for sure.
Yes.
He has a secret?
He's got a secret. Everyone's got secrets.
I don't like those kind of secrets.
And then there's another character they encounter called the Glyph.
Oh, I love that character. Freaking it was like E.T. in a bubble. E.T. in a bubble. Ha!
Yeah, he is E.T. in a bubble. And
Same brainwaves, bruh.
And so Savanna, explain the Glyph.
The Glyph is E.T. in a bubble.
E.T. in a bubble. Done. Perfect.
Done.
So
no, Glyph can't talk, so he's like, oh, they don't know why he's contained in this bubble, right, at first? And they're trying to figure out why he's being kept isolated, but he's using all these, like, weird hand signals, and the main character Dragonfly doesn't really catch on to the main character one of the mainer of the characters.
Right.
It doesn't really quite get. He's trying to fucking tell us something. He knows something about what's going on and why we're in this grid situation, or there's a technology aspect of it, and he gets the one. What's that guy's name to try to like decipher what he's saying?
Oh, the Manchurian.
Manchurian, right?
Yeah.
I call him Manchurian.
I
don't know.
And so he's over there like, it would take me fucking a million years to decipher what he's trying to say, blah, 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 blah. And then he's eating a bubble.
Yeah, and basically eating a bubble, the glyph. I think the reason they've got him separated is that none of their efforts to like keep him mind wiped and like to keep him under wraps, he understands what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's the key. He knows the truth to everything. That's why all these heroes and villains are like been thrown together, and why this like deathmatch tournament is happening in the first place. So I think that's why the glyph is like, nope, it's not working on you. So he's got to go hide over here somewhere in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, E.T. in a bubble kind of knows everything that's going on.
He's a little alien.
And yeah, dude, we do need to talk about
that. And it's like off-grid superheroes and villains being forced to kill each other, and it's like really gnarly ways because they have to use like their powers to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think that the most heartbreaking fight was between the Nephilim and what was the girl's name?
I have a digital.
Oh, was it Sable?
No, it wasn't Sable. It was the electro blonde girl. And the Nephilim looks like a four-armed rhino man with a tail.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he's forced to fight against the love of his life. And the way they fuck with you in this comic book is that they have flashbacks, good old flashbacks that people got from
Good old flashbacks. So they'll have like a square of panels, and one panel will be like him like fighting her, and the other panel like them loving, and then the next panel them loving, and then them fucking killing her, and he like smashes her into the asphalt. It's gnarly.
Yeah, and it's heartbreaking because the back flash, or I shouldn't have drank, guys. the whatever is of Nephilim being like, I got you flowers and I picked every single one just for you, and I think that the girl's last words was like, don't do this, you love me, remember? And then he just smashes her into the fucking asphalt. It's just like, heartbroken.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, and like I said, these people, they don't ever clue us in, but they know why they're fighting. And something that people are kind of going like, what the fuck? Why is this like the flashbacks of these two that love each other are now fighting? Sometimes heroes get teamed up to fight each other.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes it even worse. Like some of these guys are like, dude, we've been fighting on the same like team for 10 years, and we know each other's secret identities. This is gonna fucking suck. Like it's worst case scenario when some of these people get pitted together.
It's friends against lovers against enemies. It's bad. It's really intense.
Bumps and woozles.
Dude, so let's hold on one second. I want to go over to the chat really quickly because everyone's like, "Oh shit!"
Yeah, what are they saying? Like shit. Like I'm wondering if the people who read it are freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, here's the cool part. Okay, so Timothy Gonzalez is fully like, dude, Meridian takes off a old boy's head a little too early on.
I agree. He takes it off too early.
So what's up with the fucking Meridian, man? Meridian's got the biggest secret of everyone else. Also, by the way, Kyle Dameron, who just discovered our little channel and our little show.
Kyle Dameron.
Kyle Dameron.
Welcome to the ranks, soldier.
Welcome to the YMB fam,
Hello,
dude.
Ian, hello.
Wait, no, if it's a male name, I'm just like, hey, I'm single.
Don't scare them away. Stay.
And Kyle is awesome.
I'm kidding. I love you.
Dude, Kyle marathoned like our episodes and was leaving so many comments that I couldn't keep up. I was like, oh, that's a great question. And then I fell asleep with the computer one night. So,
there's your answer.
And here's the other rad thing. This is what's fucking rad. This is his first time in the chat tonight, and this is why this show is so cool, and I love our little crew. Everyone was like, welcome. The chat blew up with people saying hi and welcome to the show.
Aw, thanks, guys, for being hospitable. We really appreciate that shit.
Yeah.
Rock the fuck on.
Because we're trying to grow this. The show is about growing the community.
Mm-hmm.
So, Lance says hello too. Also, someone. Oh, Lazarus. Lazarus wants to talk. Wants to talk about how badass Sable is.
Oh, Sable is so badass. She's got that fucking hooky thing. Yeah, I
But
like
she's
that.
female Batman.
Yeah.
Lazarus nailed it on
Female
that.
Batman. Totally. You're right. Well, because she wears the mask thing and her identity's still super secret, and that's the other part. Like right off the bat, the main character's his name is Dragonfly, but his real name is Bobby or whatever. He's been keeping his identity super secret for his entire like super career, and now all of a sudden everybody fucking knows who he is, and he goes through like this whole like thing. But Sable she still is super secret, so everybody's like, who the fuck are you?
And everyone still is like, oh, at one point Rat, who's like the Rorschach character, something happens, and she's like, what does this mean? He goes, I don't know, you're the detective. Like, figure it out. Help me out here.
He's a gnarly character.
Who?
Ooh, Chuckles.
Oh. Joker. This
Joker.
versus Joker.
Yeah, Chuckles is like a scarier Joker, though.
Like Joker meets Pennywise Joker.
Yes.
Like, he's very scary clown. Scary. Not like... Yeah. I was like, with the Iron Man. It looks like an Iron Man mask, honestly. But like pre-Iron Man with like paint on it. And he's like just a skull underneath, and he's got this... He's scary.
Dude, you know what? One part that really did stick with me because of Chuckles. I'm pretty sure it was Chuckles. Remember Whiskey? But what I'm saying, remember that part where the match happened between the dog and that other...
that one was hard. He's like, yeah, I remember that part.
And then he was like, you know, are you... Because Sable comes up to him and he's like, are you behind this? If you're behind this, I'm going to fucking tear you limb from limb. I'm going to skin you alive, motherfucker. And then he's like, no, this is not me. You know why? Because I saw a dog die, and I actually like dogs.
And it's such it's like such a Batman and Joker thing, and that I don't know if I like that or don't like that about this book.
Okay,
I don't know.
I'm glad you mentioned that, dude. It's like this weird...
Dragonfly is like Psylocke.
See, I looked at Dragonfly as like Peter Parker.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I feel Dragonfly's a lot like Peter Parker.
He's a lot more like aggro and moody than Peter Parker. Peter Parker has a whole innocent factor. This guy is kind of fucks with me. He's a little scary.
Well, I think there's also the funny part is because, like you said, every character kind of represents something from like the major, like the Batmans and Supermans and like the Marvel DC characters. Mm-hmm. But there is something weird about like having a female Batman and a male Joker, and like the weird kind of like sexual tension, evilness, like the dichotomy of that relationship.
I dig it.
It's strange. Yeah. And then also making Batman a woman type character in this book is almost like writing really good like shipping fan fiction.
Yeah.
It's like,
totally.
What would happen if Batman and Spider-Man started dating? I know.
That's crossing streams, but I like that Batman as a girl. Maybe let's not call it Batman then. Say it's like Huntress with more clothes.
Huntress.
But I love Helena's fit though.
Yeah.
It's radical.
Definitely. She's like, I like Huntress.
I like Huntress.
Huntress is badass.
Huntress is badass.
By the way, new Huntress looks pretty cool in the new 52. We'll get to that a little bit later when we talk single issues. But this is just volume 1. This is 3 volumes, and it just... But if you were able to literally stomach this and power through it, and it's totally up your alley, which it was mine, I think it's cool that it's a book that lets readers experience what happens when you want to fuck with your favorite characters like Batman and Superman without any repercussions of what's going to happen in the comics. Kind of up your alley. Like it all... So Deathmatch is literally what happens when you're hanging out with your friends. You're like, all right, so who win in a fight? Joker or Lex Luthor?
100%. Did somebody say that? Did somebody say that in the chat? Who said that?
No.
No, you. That's all you. Hell yes,
I
Kirk.
think so.
Well,
that is exactly what it is.
I have another way of explaining it. I feel like this is every Marvel event you've wanted to see for a really long time, because I feel like every Marvel event has so many huge battles, but nobody ever fucking dies. And in this story, people actually fucking die.
I thought that was like the whole Marvel thing is nobody dies.
Yeah, it's like Avengers versus X-Men. Read this. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like, no, motherfuckers need to, like, die, and this book, it's like, it means it. Like, there's no coming
And it
back.
hits you every time, every death. Even the villains, it gets you because you know you're not going to see these characters ever
Yeah.
again.
Yeah. Straight up. Like, I mean, once they're gone, they're gone. And like I said, you're so emotionally attached to them because they represent some of your favorite characters in the comics.
Yeah.
That you're dude, it's 12 issues and it's characters you don't know and you're already emotionally attached to them.
Oh, the dog. I feel like the dog was the death that really got to me. And I feel like the second one was the girl when she died against her lover.
Just that whole fight. Oh, and there's something else really cool that needs to be mentioned is that when we talk about a book called Deathmatch and it's like your favorite characters trying to kill each other, it's actually really ingenious how they spaced out the fights. It's not just one fight after the other happening. Like there's a lot of
It's very gladiator style. Like
a lot happens.
when they do the freaking. The only thing I can relate it to, and this sounds fucking so stupid because I know there's been lots of things that I could relate it that are better, but when you play Elder Scrolls, there's this like Tournament of Champions thing.
right.
And you have like this whole like battle room where you get ready for the battle and.
Don't worry,
and
everyone here talks Elder Scrolls. You're good.
Okay, so it's like that. You get that like hang time behind closed doors where they're like getting ready for their battle, and there's these crazy light guards that they're trying to figure out that are like covered in this like nanomite fucking technology, and there's a lot of cool technology shit happening. I really love that.
There's a lot going on, and I really like the part where the rat takes one down by literally unsewing a screwdriver from his arm. Like you just see this, like there's a screwdriver hidden right here, and he just like takes off the stitching, and then
Yeah, like he cut his arm open, he fucking hit a tool in there, he sewed it right on up, and then he's like do 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 do, and then he pulls his sleeves like I'm gonna take this right back out, whoosh, and then stabs the guy in the neck. Great.
Oh, dude, I wonder, like, would you consider, like, the Rat almost like a combination between Rorschach and the Punisher?
Yeah, very much so. But he's got this like he smells bad, and everybody's always talking shit to him.
He's definitely the underdog that everybody needs because he's so smart, he's so capable, but he is such an underdog at the same time because he stinks and he like you don't really want to root for him, but he's like an asset and when he goes into a fight, you're like, I hope he survives because they need this dude to figure it out.
Yes.
Oh, totally. Yes,
Yeah.
100%. I like him more. I just wish, like I said, it's the way that you have to decipher him when he's in pain.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh no, just tell me black and white, please.
Oh, and then one of the other things, because Rat's one of the few people that figures out like how do we leave each other clues so that when we remember everything that when we're in the death match, so we don't forget when we get out. So Rat's the type of guy where like during the fight and like to save his own life, pulls out a knife and then starts carving a clue into his own leg.
Yeah.
So that he'll see it later when he gets out of the arena. And it's like, oh shit, my leg hurts. Oh fuck, I just carved myself a clue.
I don't remember doing that, but it must mean something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you just feel for the guy because when he comes out, he's like, I don't know what to do. My leg hurts. I don't know what's going on because he has forgotten why he did what he did. And I'm just thinking, how is he gonna fight his next fight? Like he's incapacitated. Like he literally hurt his own limb. A leg of all things. I don't know. I just read it before the episode, so I have a lot of feelings about it.
And the people who are controlling their minds are the ones that are controlling their memories. So, like I said, like they said, they erase the memories and they're figuring it out.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think you keep talking about like, oh, these fucking fights and these heroes and villains. But yeah, they still are in, they don't know if they're in a spaceship, they don't know if they're on a foreign alien planet, and I can understand why, like, this is the part where Savanna's like, what the fuck is going on? Because she does, like, I've noticed that Savanna definitely needs, like, so where is this happening? What time is this happening? What place? Like, I get that. So you have no idea, but they do know that there are, like, these weird power alien guards.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing with this is that everything is based around light. The guards are I guess they're called light guards, and also the way they get their memories is through light. The way they get their memories taken away is through light. It revolves around light, and I don't remember if that's a clue because the last time I read Deathmatch was a long time ago. But that's something definitely like to keep in mind. Everything is revolved around light, and they say that in the comic at one point because they're trying to piece the mystery together, like what's going on, and everything is light related.
And I think one of the coolest parts is, and I don't want to give too much away because like this is a mystery that we're trying to figure out. But as all the characters are starting to put the pieces together, at some point someone brings up the best point. And he goes, "You do realize the only reason that we're all here together is that we probably agreed to it."
Ooh.
And that was the one. Like, oh shit! Like we all agreed to have our memories wiped. Something is so bad.
And you know what? One thing that really stuck with me was that in Gen Pop, we're just gonna call it Gen Pop. That's not like an official term or anything. But in Gen Pop, Sable is the one that's the most involved at figuring out what's going on. But then she gets an opportunity in battle to tell everyone what's going on, and she stops it.
Right.
No matter what. And I was like, this fucking bitch. Like, she.
Yeah.
But then she goes back in and it's like, let's get right back to it. Let's figure it out. And I'm like, you stop that from happening. Like, that can stick out.
Mind fuckery, guys.
It's and then someone in the chat said it kind of reminds them of like it's Fight Club meets like Memento.
Memento.
Did you ever see Memento?
Oh, yeah, I remember Memento.
You're not supposed to.
Look at you, Kirk.
There's some awesome like there's a lot of awesome elements going into this comic, but at some point, no matter, and it is dark and it is hard to like power through, but you're gonna find something because of all the different elements that they threw into this thing that's really going to appeal to you.
It's hard because you have to watch them kill their friend, and then you have to watch them lament about killing their friend.
Yeah.
So.
The Nephilim is just heartbroken.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh, but just here.
Oh, dude.
Take it.
One other thing I wanted to point out was maybe it's because this adds to kind of the depressing setting. I thought it was great that a lot of the character design of these of this comic book are not pretty.
Not at all.
Yeah, I like that they're not like all dashingly handsome or like all the criminals have like the coolest. Like I like that some of these characters are really ugly just in design alone.
Yeah.
Which even adds to the atmosphere of the story.
I totally see what you're saying because like I guess you could compare it when anybody does a Superman art. You know, Superman is always this like fictional character you want to bone, and then you look at Meridian and he's kind of like not that good looking.
Yeah, he's not. You're right. The Meridian actually kind of reminds you of like this is the dude in college who wears the Affliction T-shirts who got superpowers.
He's kind of drawn like a dumb jock, which I like. I really like how dirty and ugly the art is. It's so dirty and ugly that it's so eye-catching.
And the best part is like I like the fact that because they include the covers and some of the
I love the covers
in the book. I like that the covers and some of the art totally tell you what's going to happen in the next issue.
The way that they lay that out reminds me of Why the Last Man.
Yes.
Right?
At one point, I really want to check that out. I feel like Savanna loves that.
Oh my god, it's one of my top 5 evers.
Really?
Oh, Why the Last Man? Yes, for sure.
Dude,
I think that's the only book I have in full hardcover.
Ooh.
That's the only one I ever really committed to.
No, I can guarantee you,
like,
we'll add it to the list, but Why the Last Man has all the elements that'll make Ian freak out.
Oh, you would love it. I already know that you would love Why the Last Man.
Okay, I'll check it out.
Oh, you're gonna.
Oh my god, like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I feel like Savanna is just, I never want to lose Savanna in my life because she has literally like shown me so many amazing stories. It's crazy.
I love you. I'm gonna teach you how to drive.
Velvet, I will never be able to repay you and Kirk for Velvet. Like, I just don't know. Like, this is the part where I'm so drunk, I just be like, I love you guys.
I love you guys. I'm nowhere near as drunk as Ian is. But
we're totally gonna start just texting each other at 2 a.m. Fucking love you, man.
Does that mean shot? Let's take a shot, guys.
Take a shot. Hold on, here. Yeah.
But
Yay, we're 21.
everybody in the chat, take a shot. Shot.
Chat.
Yes.
Cat's doing shots. Let's do it. Mm.
Did you just drink out of the bottle like you said you weren't gonna do?
That's what happens when you do 2 shots in a row. You go from lady to not lady.
Uh-huh.
Ugh. Barf.
Ugh.
But delicious at the same time.
Barf. Okay, so Savannah, I want to ask a question. What do you think at this point is going on? I want your predictions.
Really? You can't ask me that because I honestly have no fucking clue what's going on in that book.
Well, I mean, if you have to go to a death match, like, what do you think is going on?
Oh, well, they have a bracket set up like basketball, like March Madness. So they have it set up where they have all the different people on both sides, and fucking they just cross out the name with a little red line, and everybody can see who they're gonna fight and when they're gonna fight. Yeah, show them that.
There you
Kirk
go.
is showing it right there.
I forgot to show the art off on this comic. I should be doing that while you guys are talking. I'm sorry.
Meanwhile, you're talking because that's how they
Well,
see.
by the way, like if I was reading this when it was coming out monthly, I would have definitely tried to find friends to do like a fantasy Deadpool league and start taking bets on which character.
Awful.
Yeah.
A little, but totally something I wish I would have done with Kirk.
Would have done.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're right.
Come on, you would have done it too.
I totally would have.
So Savannah, how many death matches do you give it out of how many death matches?
I give it 8 death matches. It's a very, very good, well-written story, and the art is great. So I give it a solid 8 death matches.
Okay.
Read it. You'll like it. It's about fucking aliens and superheroes that are not the superheroes that we're used to, and bad guys doing bad guy things, getting all fucking scrambled.
Yeah.
8 out of 10 deaths.
8 out of 10 deaths.
Oh, dude, yeah. Jonathan Uronin just said, well, Lance said, hey, it kind of reminds me of wrestling. And then Jonathan was like, yeah, dude, deathmatch isn't fake, though.
No, it's very real.
Yeah.
Friends pinned against friends.
I didn't know that wrestling was fake. Like, I thought that was real. I didn't know it was just like a spectacle.
That means you've been successfully mediated.
Wrestling's real, dude. Whoa.
Santa is real. Wrestling is so real.
Wait, so which one is the one that's fake? Which one's the one that's like, oh, you slept with my baby mama, blah, 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 and everything is like predetermined? Like, which one's that one? Is
Jerry
that like...
Springer?
What's that?
Is that Maury Povich? Jerry Springer?
Jerry Springer.
No.
Sally Jesse Raphael. Ha!
Donahue.
No. I could have swore there was like a fake type of wrestling out there that was like really big.
Oh, dude, I'm just fucking with you. It's all fake. Don't worry.
Oh.
Okay.
I didn't want to ruin it, though.
I can't process this information as fast as I usually do. And I cannot process information that fast anyway.
Dude,
It's okay.
I don't know if you guys know this. I am kind of like a scary wrestling, like I'm a big wrestling fan. But here in LA... What?
The wrestling.
Wrestling. But here in LA, we have like whole minor league, like new leagues starting up, and like some of my favorite characters and wrestlers are starting to wrestle out there.
That's so cool.
There's Lucha Vavoom, which I always recommend because it's wrestling and it's also it's mass luchador wrestling, and it's also burlesque dancers.
Masks and titties, guys. Masks and titties.
And then also, there's another one that I go to. There's PRG, PWR in Reseda, and if those sell out, you can't get those tickets.
It's in Reseda?
Yeah, and it's like the hottest wrestling ticket right now.
Really?
And there's the other one that I watch on. I'm drunk. There's one I watch on Robert Rodriguez's cable channel, El Rey, called Lucha Underground, and that one's out in East LA. That one's fucking cool because before every episode they actually film like a telenovela setup to explain why all the wrestlers are gonna fight that night.
Really?
Yeah.
Take me to your leader. When are you going?
Oh, dude, my friend
Can
Jack.
I please Please, 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 please.
We're
I will
going.
get you all kinds of tail.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
Wrestling
you.
fans. All right, cool.
Yeah. I hear they're like dirty and sweaty.
I'm dirty and sweaty. That's
That's
perfect.
your type.
It's perfect.
Perfect.
So, yeah, there's so much awesome wrestling out there right now. Like, WWE is, Like, I don't understand Roman Reigns. I don't even understand why he's fucking champion right now. It's bullshit. Cena or get the fuck out. Sorry.
I've heard the same thing.
Yes. Anyways, so
Okay,
this is Deathmatch, and I think Ian wins all the awards tonight, because I'm glad that he recommended this, and I'm glad that we got Savanna into it.
So good.
So good, guys.
Ding!
Dang, does that mean we have to take another shot?
Only if you want to.
No.
Okay, you're like,
I'm 2 seconds away from taking off my booty shorts
He's
from
gonna
camera.
be incoherent in about 3 seconds. We need to get through this quick so that we can at least be off air when we start fucking around.
we're not spacing these out. We have been like pounding them down. Like, all right, cool.
Yeah. Well. Well.
So, what do you guys want to talk about next? Do you want to talk about recent releases?
Yes.
What did you get that we got? Let's see. So all that's in my stack is I have Wonder Woman Rebirth, a whole lot of Civil War. I have Guardians of the Galaxy and Rocket Raccoon and Groot. I have a new Nightwing, which I think we can all talk about.
Hell yeah.
And I read Scooby-Doo Apocalypse.
Can we please talk about that first? I've been dying to get Savanna to read this for weeks.
You're gonna have to carry me on this one because I only got like halfway through my stack this week. I did not read Wicked and Divine yet. It's waiting for me for today.
I haven't read that either, but I need to pick that one up for Ian. I'm gonna pick that one up for Ian. And
Okay.
we'll scoot right through these.
I won't talk Wickdiv then because
Thank you. Sorry.
You know, there wasn't anything to really talk about, but it was really good issue. It was a really, really good issue. Anyway,
Bless you.
Scooby Apocalypse.
It was a pretty light week for the most part, other than some like new DC releases.
Right.
But Scooby-Doo Apocalypse.
Okay. I'm most excited to see what you think about issue number 2 because that's when things start to get cray.
Yeah, my question is, so Jim Lee did the art on all of number 1? Is that correct? He didn't do number 2?
I
think he did. I thought he only did like the initial character designs.
Yeah, he only did number 1. That's my main problem with this book. Otherwise, I fucking love it. But the fact that they're going to throw Jim Lee on the first one and have him not do the book like he's too good for that shit pisses me the fuck off. Like, you're going to use a name like that to promote a book. Fucking make that asshole do the whole damn book. Jim Lee, you're not an asshole. I love you. Just saying. Not like you're going to watch this, but I just don't understand that. Why you're going to change the art after one book. Why? Tell me why, Ian.
Well, you know, the thing that's really funny about it, because we all know I'm not, like, the type of reader that knows, like, okay, focuses on, like, the writers and artists. Like, I just read the issue. So I didn't really notice the transition, to be honest with you, when I read issue 2. I just read it, and I fucking loved it.
Yeah. Art aside, I did love it. And this book is really, really, really hilarious.
Isn't it? Okay, so let me explain a little bit about it to the
and the new art isn't bad. It's good, and it's somebody else. It seems like copying Jim Lee's style.
Yeah.
So tacky to me.
But so.
Sorry, giving props in the chat right now.
What are people in the chat saying? Because I can get a sentence out right now.
Okay, go.
Oh, should I talk? Okay. So Scooby Apocalypse, it's definitely a reimagining of the Scooby gang. Nobody knows each other. We have different camps. So we have Scooby and Shaggy, who are in one camp. We have Velma, who's by herself, and we have Fred and Daphne. Fred and Daphne are kind of doing a little bit of research on a big lead. Right now, they're kind of, you know, celebrities who are not who have fallen out of grace. They have a show that they don't really watch, but they are looking for their next big lead. You know, something that's going to get them back to the top. And Daphne's working for, you know, an organization of scientists who are trying to solve the world's problems at some point, but that's not at all what they do. It ends up to be fucking corrupt and destroying everything. And then you have Shaggy, who's a dog trainer, who is in this like doggy program trying to train this group of intelligent dogs, and Scooby's kind of like the outcast of the group and kind of like the little runt, kind of like Jon Snow on Game of Thrones. And shit goes cray when everybody is turned into monsters, and it's just up to them to figure out what the fuck is going on. So, Savanna, do you want to pick it up on issue 2? Because that's what I'm most curious about. That's when things get a lot more... They get deeper, and, there's depth there, because they have to kind of deal with what they've done in this situation.
Yeah, but before I get into that, my previous rant from a minute ago is totally off. Jim Lee didn't do any of the art except for the first cover. They just put his name on the cover to promote the series. So there's where my issue lies. He actually didn't do any of the art except for the pencils on this cover. Didn't even do the color. He just did the pencils. And there was 19 variant covers.
Oh, shit!
All irrelevant. Not 19. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 variant covers.
That's still a lot.
For putting his name on the front. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand. I don't understand how they do that.
Well,
anyway.
Jim Lee sells comics.
Definitely a tactic. I mean, I'm not gonna make bones about it, but like it's definitely a tactic to sell this title. But don't you think that it was a title worth doing that for? I mean, I know that it's gonna bug the shit out of you. I know
it's not that it bugs the shit out of me. It's the way that they market books to people like me who buy books based on the writers and artists exclusively. If I don't know who the writer or the artist is, I'm not gonna look twice at it. But because they put his name on the front, I'm going to pick that up, and then I'm going to feel hustled, and then I'm going to throw a fucking fit like I just did.
Yeah, and they definitely marketed this title for someone like me who doesn't pay attention to things like that, and that's why I appreciate that Savanna is here, because she notices things that I would never question twice, you know what I mean? And I think that's a really valid point.
But it's not your typical, like, pull the mask off, imagine Scooby-Doo fucking that we grew up with. There's real monsters and real violence and real weapons, and it's almost like Daphne's like tactical. It's so cool.
She's so Sarah Connor. Like
I know, I love that, and I think that's really, really, really cool. And I think she's actually my favorite character. But you're totally right about Fred. But it's got aliens and it's got fucking guns, and I will definitely be picking up the next one just because I read it to Ruby and she really liked it.
You convinced Savanna to read Scooby-Doo Apocalypse. You did it.
Oh my God.
She loves that stuff, and the more like scary it seems to her, the more interested she'll be, and she loves aliens. So yeah, she really did. She was like, "That's scary. Keep going."
Oh, good. She's punk rock. I like your daughter. Your daughter's badass, dude. She's gonna grow up to be a real life superhero. I know it already.
So
I have a quick question because, like, I mean, I also am really enjoying the series because Ian got me into it, and I'm kind of fucking blown away that we're hearing this from Savanna right now. So I'm really excited for that.
Yeah.
But Savanna, are you giving the "it's totally cool for little dudes and dudettes" seal of approval?
I would say over the age of 9, but yes.
Okay.
9 and over. This one is not. Like, Ruby is 6, and she's a special case because she's been exposed to a lot of it.
Because she's also a badass.
And she's a badass.
Yeah.
So if your kid is half as cool as my kid, unlikely, then go for it. And she loves Scooby-Doo aside from that because she used to watch the older cartoon, like in the mornings, and then she loves the movies. But she really loves Scooby-Doo, and she understood the take on it. She grasped who the characters were. She understood that it was a whole new ball game and that there's new stories, and she was open to it. So yeah, definitely a go-to for little dudes and dudettes.
Well, I'm really happy you liked it. I was anticipating you saying, "Oh, this sucked," but
I was literally, before you said anything, I was only kind of about it because Jim Lee did it, and that.
Well, you know what? Here's the only way you're going to be able to get over it. You're going to have to be like, no, fuck you, Jim Lee. I read it because Ian recommended it.
I know, but see, that puts this permanent fuck you into my brain to where Jim Lee is officially on my shit list with Nick Spencer. And I'm just like, no, ain't having it. Fuck you and your marketing ploys. I hate entertainment and marketing.
I think you get upset because sometimes you fall for the marketing ploy and you're like,
I
God
do.
damn it.
I hate it. I hate it every time. Like I'm dropping all of Civil War officially. If we're moving on.
Can we talk about that really quickly?
Well, let's move on to Civil War.
Yeah, it's really bad, guys. It's super boring. It's kind of just a hot fucking mess coming out of another hot fucking mess, and it's gonna lead right into another fucking hot mess. So Marvel.
Well, okay, so let's put it this way. Did you read? You guys all read number 3, right?
Yeah.
I read number 3 with. Okay, well, I will. There's a little, tiny writing in the contract. I haven't read any Civil War before. I tried, but the art was just too digital for me. I could not.
Okay.
I really hated the art. But issue 3 was kind of heartbreaking, and the cover was epic.
The cover was beautiful. The book itself is beautiful. It's printed on a nice paper. It's got like this nice gloss pop out of the Hulk. It's a beautiful book. It's a $5 book, but it's
and it's a pretty good sell. I mean, in the scheme of Civil War and what's going on right now in the Marvel Universe, by itself, it's a good story. I think if you just want to read it by itself.
100%.
Yeah,
I'm going to drop all the tie-ins though because they're absolutely irrelevant. They've messed up the stories that were already trying to be something on their own. So coming out of Battleworld, trying to make these 6 Spider-Man titles their own individual thing, and then you're going to fucking tie 4 of them into an event that's going to be over in 6 books? Then what?
Yeah, I'm kind of on board with what Savanna's saying. I'm not happy with any of the tie-ins. I think I dropped that.
This one's Spider-Man right here. This amazing Spider-Man title by Gage and Foreman. Garbage. The art's garbage. The whole story's garbage. Choosing Sides, Civil War. Garbage. Deadpool. Absolute garbage. Gods of War. This one was all right, but still fucking garbage.
Fucking Savanna on the warpath right now, guys.
I am not. I was so disappointed. So disappointed this week in the whole Civil War deal. It's all.
Wait, I thought you were digging Kingpin. I almost bought when I went to the.
No. Kingpin is amazing. X-Men,
Kingpin's really good.
X-Men is great, and what's the other one? Uncanny Inhumans is also tied in. Great, and the Ultimates is tied in. Also very, very, very good. But those were all they're all tie-ins to stories that I'm already reading. So they're just like the characters that are in the other books are just passerbys in this other book. But why do we have to have 15 tie-ins? Nova's tied in. Fucking the other Inhumans title. Like,
yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Come on. Like Spider-Verse could be cut in half. The X universe is going to be done basically, and now there's like the Nova Corps things.
By the way, we forgot to talk about that. Ian, do you?
We talked about it on the Bleed.
Yeah, we talked about it on the other podcast. But Ian, you're after Civil War, and by the way, I mean I guess we should talk about it here on YMB. There are no X-Men titles after Civil War's done.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Oh,
this is the X-Men?
There's no X titles happening after Civil War's finished. Do I keep freezing? I keep freezing.
No, I am about to fucking rage quit, and I'm gonna go burn Marvel to the ground.
Yeah, he's in shock absorbing what you just said.
Wait, no, don't fucking do this to me while I'm drunk. I will start crying.
No, don't cry, please don't cry.
So, like, the X-Men are going to be kind of, like, thrown around into other teams and other comics.
The ones that survived the Mpox?
The ones that, like, yeah. But basically, Marvel... Dude, this sucks to talk about. I don't know if I want to do this with Ian right now.
I know. Maybe we should
want to, like,
for a
do
more
this
sober day.
But it's also good for the show. Yeah, so Marvel is kind of done promoting the X-Men if Fox doesn't sell back the rights. So there are no X-Men titles after Civil War's finished. But the X-Men characters will be spread out throughout other teams and titles. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, the ones they can't fucking dare kill, motherfuckers. I hope...
Sorry. I like it when Ian gets angry.
Yeah, when Ian gets angry and Chris says, it's like, oh shit.
Like, oh shit.
Oh,
I'm always angry and cursing, so okay. You guys are
Pretty
used
much.
to it. But when Ian gets mad, it's like, oh god, that's just calm down,
Oh,
everybody.
dude, Marvel better get fucking ready, because I am going to fucking tweet up a storm. I will make their
Congratulations,
fucking
Marvel. You pissed off
You
Ian.
hear me, Marvel? You fucking hear me?
Dude, yeah, it's... And, like, hold on, the chat just went kind of crazy. I want to talk about this really quickly. Damien was saying, like, we're talking about Death of X, which is coming up after Civil War. Samurai Ox is like, let's burn Marvel down. Let's see. Everyone's, like, pouring a shot and doing a drink for the X-Men right now.
Woohoo!
I literally just
Are we
chopped
drinking for
one
the
shot.
X-Men? Okay.
Yeah, dude.
For the X-Men.
Ooh, Ragnarok said it. This decision is Bob Harras level of bad, and I'm gonna have to tend to agree with them on that.
This is how the X-Men
Dude,
go out. This is why the X-Men go out. Are you fucking with me right now? Because they fucking.
Are you fucking with me right now?
Motherfucking Fox. This is how they go out because of fucking money. This is how much respect they have for fucking characters they've worked on since the beginning. What?
Why don't they realize what they did to the fucking Spider-Verse and flush that whole situation?
You know what, Marvel? Fuck you. You deserve to go down after this. I hope
Marvel's not going anywhere, bro. Are you for
No,
real?
you know, I don't know. They lost me. I will never spend one more penny on Marvel. Fuck off.
To the X-Men, guys.
To the X-Men.
To the X-Men.
Adios, brochachos. It's been real.
Now, don't forget, this is comic books. They will be back, and they are going to exist in some way, shape, or form, but Marvel really is, at this point,
This is about money. I don't think there's any hope left for them. You just crushed my heart.
And here's the...
And then he blames you.
And this could not have come at a worse time, because I don't know about you guys, but I've been reading some of that fucking DC Rebirth.
Oh, yeah, it's been so good.
It's been...
Oh, so now DC's doing good? Amen. That's where my money's
How weird is that, man? For the last 5 years, we've been telling DC to get their shit together. And, like, and yeah, I will be that guy.
Simplified things. They have simple storylines that are straightforward, giving us exactly what we want. They know that we fucking want Nightwing back.
Ooh, I want Nightwing back.
Like, and Greg Rucka fucking writing Wonder Woman.
Ian, you just want
Greg Rucka writing Wonder Woman. Oh, yeah, I know. Ian loves him some Nightwing.
Ian loves him.
I only read Nightwing because that character is drawn like a porn star, and the art is just what I read with a glass of wine in the dark, my little porn light back there.
And it is fucking great. Fucking great. And there's this one ties in the new Huntress ties into the Birds of Prey Rebirth.
Right.
Right.
I'm really excited. I just want to go out there and say, like, some people have given me shit for, like, all you do is talk shit about DC, and it's like, yes, because I love those characters.
And DC was
and I think they've been treated badly. But now I'm watching DC treat their fucking characters like superheroes and like the gods they deserve to be respected as. And I'm really fucking excited. I can't stop laughing. I'm trying. The chat's catching up, and they're fully like, Ian, smash!
I am smashed with love for the X-Men.
Yeah. Apology not accepted. Ian, totally justified. Everyone's kind of really on your side on this one, dude.
Okay, I don't want to because, like, I know I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and say, "Damn, I regret that episode."
No, you're good.
Oh, but how about the 6-page fucking Snickers ad in each Rebirth book? Like,
okay,
what's up, sponsors? What's up, sponsors?
First of all, you know that Snickers paid a shit ton of money for that. 2, it's smart marketing because, like, oh, hi, chubby guys that read comic books. Have a Snickers.
Fat girls, hey, I love to eat. Give me a Snickers. Yeah. Like, I'm sitting here reading this fun comic book. I'm like, God damn it, I need a fucking Snickers.
At one point, I was reading a Superman title, and then this happens. And this is the Snickers ad. And at one point, I was like, where did Doomsday come from, and why are they offering him a Snickers? And it took me, like, literally half a second to go, oh, shit, it's an ad. But they put it in the middle of the actual comic, and the art was exactly what I was reading, and it was like, The hell?
Wait, show that again? What
Yeah,
is
yeah,
that?
yeah. Oh, this is great. So this happened. I don't have the Superman title, but it's Doomsday, and they're like, "Oh no!" And then they offer Doomsday a Snickers, and then
Hashtag get the fuck out of here.
they're fully like, "Oh, thank God."
Oh,
It's a 6-page. It's okay. It's actually 4 pages of Snickers ad in the middle of every Rebirth book.
And I was reading a Superman title, and I'm like, Superman, Doomsday and Snickers. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, it's like the art is so easily like you easily flip right into it. And you're just like, oh, what's happening?
Yeah, so I'm glad they actually got a really good art. If Snickers paid really good money for that type of advertising,
you know,
they got like.
I don't know if I love that or if I hate it because I love that people.
I agree. I love it as much as I hate it.
50-50 with me, man. Like,
and then at the same time, I'm so mad at Marvel that I'm glad that DC's getting that kind of money. Like, that's big money for them.
Yeah.
Like, I've been in DCHQ.
And this is the thing. And this is the thing. It's not about whether we are all Marvel or all DC or all Image. It's like when someone's doing great, we say it. And DC, you're doing amazing. Marvel, you're doing shit work. Marvel, you're doing great. DC, you're doing shit work. It's like it's not about the brand. It's about what the work they put out. And
yeah, you don't have to be just Marvel or DC. I love everything. Like, my true love is indie comics, but you better believe, like, I'm never like a Marvel shill or a DC shill. Like, I will always speak out, like, dude, I really loved some of the choices Marvel's made the last couple of years, and now, like, the last 6 months, I'm like, what the fuck's going on, Marvel?
Indie will always be my favorite genre, or my favorite zone. It's not DC or Marvel because those two have so many issues with me. Indie is my happy place.
Yeah, I love my indie comics.
Those are the fucking books that I actually really, really love and give a fuck about. If I had to pick one, I would drop Marvel and DC forever.
Ooh, wow.
I would. If I had to choose.
Yeah, like if someone was like, you only get to read like one company, I'd be like, well, fuck, I'm reading Image. Gun to my head.
Yeah, Image all the way.
You know?
Even just based on Brubaker alone, like I have to choose between Brubaker and Marvel, like.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
But I do want to say, one, I'm really glad to see Dick Grayson back in the fucking Nightwing costume. Fuck yeah. Like, fuck yeah. Also, I like the fact that they included Midnighter in the series.
Oh, and Midnighter taking down the Killcorn.
How cool was that?
That was so cool because it was like Magic and DC all in the same book.
Mm-hmm.
That never happens.
Which, by the way, I'm really excited. I kind of want Ian to read it. I'm going to go on a tangent because I've been drinking, so fuck it. Midnighter and Apollo are two characters that I loved. They came from a series called The Authority that was by Wildstorm, and Warren Ellis wrote that series. And they were all like, it was like the super ultra violent version of the Justice League. And then DC bought Wildstorm, and all those characters actually became part of the DC universe. The cool part about that team was Apollo was like their version of Superman, Midnighter was their version of Batman, and they are a gay couple in an awesome relationship, kicking ass like on The Authority.
Apollo. Yep.
And the last Midnighter series, which went 12 issues, I thought was absolutely phenomenal. And then on top of that, they just announced that they were going to do an Apollo Midnighter miniseries for DC, and it's going to explore them and their relationship. And Ian, I think you should totally check it out.
Oh, I will. Remind me though. I don't know if I'll remember tomorrow.
Like, at one point, okay, cool. So, like, to kind of give you an idea of who Apollo and Midnighter are in their relationship, at one point, like, in The Authority, Midnighter's, like, watching TV, and he's actually watching Friends, and Apollo walks over, and he's like, so what are you thinking about? How creepy, like, the Friends TV show is if you think about it too much? And Midnighter looks at Apollo and goes, no, I'm just thinking about how badly I'm going to hurt that guy when I get my hands on him. I'm like, oh, fuck! And Apollo comes over, just rubs his fingers through the guy's hair. He goes, sometimes I just love you to pieces. I'm like, that's fucking badass.
So badass.
Warren Ellis was like one of the first to be like, you want an awesome gay couple, like, superhero characters? I'm going to give you the best versions of them.
Really, really did, because Midnighter and Apollo are fucking so great.
Yeah. It's your Batman, Superman relationship team that you've always wanted.
Oh, I'll check it out.
Yeah. So I want you to really check that out.
I can't believe we don't know about those two. Ian, come on.
But What
I
else did
know.
you read?
Remember, you're master level. Kirk is intermediate, and I am novice. I am here for those who.
Kirk is not intermediate.
Well, he
Yeah,
is master level, but it just makes sense for the trio, you know.
I like
it.
I love being number one though, so thank you. Haha, Kirk. Look, me, number one. Haha.
Oh, big surprise! Savanna likes to be on top.
Hey.
Hashtag Savanna on top. Tweet at her. Make Savanna on top trend, please.
Ian, I fucking hate you so much right now. How do you know me so good?
Go right now and tweet it. Tweet it at her. At Hydro_honey.
Heyo. Also, other shout outs to Rebirth I want to talk about. I thought it was gonna be totally cheesy. I really did enjoy New Superman #1 about the Asian Superman, and it's a really weird story, and they went with like a really strange direction with it. Also, the art's been really cool. We kind of show that off really quickly. See that? There's the Doomsday ad again. That's weird.
See? And it's so big.
Yeah.
It's like half the book. It's like, Kirk!
Sorry, it's funny. There you go. That's a pretty cool art for the new Superman series, and I'm really excited what they're gonna do with that. Also, I really kind of have to really say on Detective Comics, written by Tinian. I always forget his first name.
I almost got that, but I knew you were gonna get it, so you got it for us.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sometimes I go for the easy joke. You should see some of my exes. James Tinian IV. Let me tell you, like Detective Comics has seriously kind of. Oh wait, no, Green Arrow. For my other one. Fuck it, whatever. Detective Comics, the run's been really good the last 3 issues, and it's this really great series of having Tim Drake as Red Robin, but now he's back in like a Robin costume. Kathy Kane, Batwoman. Clayface, they worked him into the team. Also, spoiler, and I'm gonna forget her name, Cassandra Cain. It's like the best parts of late '90s, early 2000s Batman, and even the parts of like '80s Batman, all thrown together in like this really great super team, and it's been a really great captivating read. And you can tell the guy is a hardcore Batman fan, that he's really captured the voice of some of these characters and like what made them so great in the past. I definitely recommend that one. The new Tom King Batman, obviously fucking badass. Orphan, thank you, Venom Touch. And who else? Oh, and the Green Arrow series. That one's been fucking cool. I had that in my hand. Where's that? Green Arrow, the art has just been sick.
Mm-hmm.
Black Canary. Fucking Ollie and Black Canary just like being sexy, flirty with each other again.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that. Black Canary like definitely hitting like Marvel babe status. Really into it.
Mm-hmm. Black Canary is a total babe. She wears a leather jacket and fishnet and drives a motorcycle. Like, come the fuck on. Screams at people.
I am really excited with what DC's doing with Rebirth right now, and I'm going to be paying attention to it for a while.
I'm really happy to hear that DC's doing well.
Yeah. Really excited. Really, really sorry about Marvel. Sorry that
because I will have to say, they have not been doing well since the New 52, since the beginning of it. So I'm really happy to know that Rebirth is doing really well. I think,
yeah.
Fuck you, Marvel.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Marvel. YMB, your mom's basement. Fuck you, Marvel. Not just because we've been drinking.
It's so good.
Let's drink more. Another shot, guys.
No. All right.
Go on, Savannah. We don't have to work tomorrow or anything.
At this point, I
do have to work out tomorrow. I have like 3 hours of lifting ahead of me.
I think at this point I'm just gonna like start hunting Pokemon at like midnight.
Guys, we have to touch on Pokemon Go. Are we all playing Pokemon Go here?
I am not playing Pokemon Go. Thank you very much. But there's been so much news and crazy shit about this game. Like, this one made history, you guys. Pokemon fucking Go. Like,
more popular than porn.
Boning turtles in my shot glass. Do you see that? They're boning.
Sex on the beach.
I love it.
Oh,
I thought you were afraid of. Oh, those were turtles.
Frogs. It's amphibians. Did you guys already do your drink? Okay.
Yes.
Now.
Do it. Your turn.
So, House of Penance So
Oh, I love House of Penance.
Have not checked it out yet, but I
You will
promise.
love it.
yeah,
I promise you, I am collecting the issues, so I am going to read it. It is on my to-do list.
perfect. I think you really enjoyed Witches. I think this is right up your alley.
Oh, the art is incredible.
Also-
oh my
also,
god,
mostly-
it's so satisfying.
Yeah.
I have
Also,
Monstrous, and I've been collecting House of Penance. I have Monstrous Volume 1, and, yeah, you get my point.
also loosely based on like factual history.
Oh yeah,
what makes
it's
it really
fucking.
cool.
If you're, I can't even go on. Just read House of Penance, guys. Dark
Yeah.
Horse Comics.
Can we
Beautiful.
talk about Dark Horse really quickly? Dark Horse is doing
Can
some
we
pretty
talk
cool
about
shit.
Dark Horse really quick? Yes, I think we can.
Dark Horse is starting to kind of take some more independent chances, kind of like what they're starting to adopt the Image, like program, and I'm really cool with it.
I was gonna say I'm not gonna be like, no, don't go.
Yeah, I mean Jeff Lemire's got a new
Definitely.
title coming out next week by them. House of Penance has been really good. I do generally like Dark Horse, but sometimes it's always so much licensing with them, like Aliens versus Predator, The Mask versus Predator, Predator versus Archie.
And they had a lot
You
of
know.
Star Wars licensing too for a long time.
Well, I think when they lost the Star Wars licensing, that's when they finally took a good hard look at their company and went, all right, we got to start
That was
creating
their
characters
moneymaker because they were making Star Wars comics for like fucking
forever.
10 years. 10, 12 years. Longer than that.
And some of my favorite Star Wars stories were on Dark Horse.
Dawn of the Jedi, fucking Chewbacca's self-titled album.
Dark Empire.
Dark Empire, all so great. See,
of the
you know what a Chewbacca is, Ian. Don't even front because you.
No, you guys, I was texting my friend, I am so drunk, and I started writing, I am so Star Wars, because you guys were...
You are so not Star Wars. So how?
Oh, God.
No, Ian, you're a Star Wars.
I'm a Star Wars.
Well, I know what a Chewbacca is because of the Chewbacca mom.
That's how?
Are you fucking for real? I can't be
Yes,
here anymore.
And then she was
I can't
laughing.
work under these conditions.
I'm sorry. We'll have a meeting later. We should have some drinks over it.
No. How are we gonna do this? Okay, we'll start from the beginning. He has to watch the original trilogy, and then he has to read some books before he can pretty much do anything else.
Okay. But there was some cool
that's
Star
our
Wars
plan.
announcements this week.
Did you see the trailer? Oh, because
Well, yeah, I
Celebration
saw the trailer.
Star
Um,
Wars Celebration is happening in Europe right now. So there's new Rogue One trailer released, and it was fucking so sick. It was Darth Vader and AT-ATs and troopers and pew pew, and it was so good. Pew pew. So good. I'm so excited for Rogue One. It's the extended universe we never got, guys. It's the extended universe that we should have. That we're about to fucking get the right way.
I want to see Savannah's reaction to this news. They're bringing Grand Admiral Thrawn into the new universe.
I heard that already.
And Timothy Zahn is going to write a new book introducing Thrawn into the universe too.
No.
Yeah.
Way. That fool's still alive?
Yeah.
Damn. I love Timothy Zahn. He's one of my favorite Star Wars book writers ever. Like
one of my
the
favorite
novel.
sci-fi writers. He just writes some of my favorite sci-fi.
Sure. Yeah, definitely. But I'm all about
Kirk
Hell
reads
yeah.
books too.
Kirk reads things.
I read stuff. Fuck you.
Did you guys read Vision?
Yes.
Yeah. Sad as fuck. What happened there, bro?
One of the most fucked up issues.
The cover is literally one of them in a trash can in pieces.
So,
Yeah.
I gave mine to Kirk though. So
yeah, so it's over on the couch. I'm not going to get it right now because I don't want to ruin the comic because alcohol. But The Vision is still one of the best series being written in comic books. It is Marvel, thank God. Unfortunately, they're going to lose Tom King because he signed an exclusive to DC. Go DC. The Vision, I can't believe how it's something that they've done with the series where it's told in a narrative where it's very cold and very factual, and it's very, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then it's almost like the narrative is almost dissonant from the emotion that you're feeling from the art that you're reading. Does that make sense? Like, so the words in the narrative are very like cold and very like non-emotional, but all the art is written from a very emotional standpoint.
Yeah.
And
This one kicks you right in the
and
guts.
the issue made me like kind of choke up and realize that this is not going to end.
Because we love this book as a whole, so reading something that, like, the events that happened in this book, like, fucking suck. Because
I have a question for you guys. Because you two are Avenger lovers. I really don't like the Avengers. I just don't find them that interesting. But like the whole plan that they devised behind the Vision's back to prevent this horrendous thing that's going to happen. Like, do you think that they kind of took advantage of Vision's brother?
I think so. Too.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I feel like they definitely took advantage of Victor, and they put him in a situation that wasn't going to end well. I feel like they set into motion the events they were trying to prevent.
Yes, that's the whole point.
Being selfish and just gross disregard for somebody who is old and fragile.
Ian, you nailed it, man. The Avengers were selfish, should have just gone to the Vision because he's a friend and he's trusted, and they kind of deserve everything that's coming their way right now.
Exactly. So I don't feel bad for the Avengers.
No, never. This one hurt.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, how cool is it that they did write Victor into the series, and he's a runaway.
He's a runaway.
He's a Brian K. Vaughan creation from the Runaways series, and Victor was created by Ultron, just as Vision was. So technically, that makes Vision and Victor brothers.
Yeah, in a fucked up Marvel type of way.
Yeah, and that would also make Victor like the uncle to like Vision's kids, and they literally used Vision's family against him to spy on him.
Oh, and chat, I see you guys blowing up Twitter right now. You're not sneaky.
Oh my god. Okay, I just want to say like big ups to Chip because he just sent a tweet. This is Ian Alexander right now on YMB, and it's just a Simpsons meme of that dude dressed as Leia being like, I'm Star Wars.
I'm a Star Wars. Accurate as fuck.
Hashtag me. Hashtag totes me.
Oh my god.
Oh jeez.
I love how interactive.
I want a new contract.
Right. Oh, this is fantastic.
You have to watch Star Wars by Christmas. I need that in writing.
I have the VHS. I just refuse to watch it.
Why? It's legit ass viewing.
Well, this is one of the things.
It's like, watch it.
It's a dilemma. It's a dilemma between the fact that
it's Star Wars. There's nothing dilemma-y about Star Wars at all.
Let me explain. I feel like I've gone 26 years without watching a Star Wars anything. So why should I start now? I feel like should I
do it for me because you love me.
Here's the funny part.
I've done so much for you, which I'm completely thankful for. Holy fuck, Velvet, right?
Exactly. So this is only going to enhance.
So I kind of want to give a shout out really quick. I might screw this up, but I think it was Chip that was talking about it the other day. Was it Chip or was it? Fuck, man. I was having a really funny joke or funny talk with someone. No, I think it was Sean. Sean on my Twitter. Sean Gregory. He was like, by the way, Episode 1 is one of my favorite Star Wars movies. And I was like, wait, what? I feel like you're trolling me. And then it occurred to me, in my later years, the older movies still hold up for me because those were so new and, like, you hadn't seen that in film before. But I realized for someone like Chip, Sean, who's younger, if those were some of your first like Star Wars experiences and they stuck with you, then I'm glad that you stuck with Star Wars. And he kind of was like, I don't know, dude. Like the Darth Maul Duel of the Fates scene is still one of the best like moments in Star Wars. And I went, man, I don't like that movie, but he's absolutely right.
Well, tell you something. I will do something for Savanna. I will watch the original 3, and I am not gonna go beyond that. I want to watch the original 3, call it a day, and keep that as what I know as Star Wars.
That's good.
Now.
That's
is that a decent enough deal? Is that a good deal?
I think that is an excellent deal, and I will take that. Because, honestly, if you do nothing else, fine.
Yeah. So
who knows?
Nothing else matters more than those 3 movies. What?
I mean, who knows? The original 3 may lead me to read the comic books. Because
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I will ask you for recommendations. Okay, I've watched the original 3. What should I read next? I feel like that's a good compromise.
Yeah. But everyone knows Empire is still the best movie.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
Empire is the best movie. Empire Strikes Back.
Empire, is that part of the original 3, the later 3, or the most recent one?
The original 3.
Oh,
Or
okay.
as I was growing up, it was part 2.
Part 2. It's actually 5, though.
Yeah. Also, what else did you guys read? I know we're all over the place tonight.
We talk about Vision.
You guys check out Guardians of the Galaxy.
I love Guardians of the Galaxy. That's
I
one of my
haven't read
favorite
Guardians
books right now. Brian Michael Bendis is writing it, and it's fucking amazing. And Angela's fine ass is on the cover.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Angela, except I don't know where it is right now.
I like the fact that it's Brian Bendis just doing. Basically, he put together his perfect superhero team. So the Guardians of the Galaxy that you know from the film, which kind of like got everyone like hooked on him again. The Guardians in the comic books is still Gamora, Drax, Groot, Rocket, and Star-Lord, but also Kitty Pryde from the X-Men's on the team. Fucking
What?
Venom.
No, okay. So KP has been with Star-Lord since before Black Vortex. They started dating in the Guardians title, and like 3 events ago. So they had a KP and Star-Lord title, and I actually love them together.
They're perfect
together. Because KP is like my old. When anybody says, "Oh, what X-Men would you be?" Kitty Pryde, always. Because why, guys? She has a dragon.
He's got Lockheed.
She has a dragon, and I love dragons. So this one,
you love her so much that you would cosplay as Kitty Pryde?
I am not a fucking cosplayer.
Yeah.
Never
Like,
gonna happen.
That much. Ooh.
Never gonna happen. Yeah.
Who else is on the team?
Nope.
Oh, by the way, like I said,
Wonder
Venom.
Woman outfit in the sack. That's about as far as it gets.
Whoa!
Whoa. That's all the cosplay that happens.
didn't expect that one.
Well, didn't expect to be drinking, did I?
There we go.
Wait, that means we should drink again. Let's drink again, guys.
No. Okay.
Okay.
Here I am, like, okay, I'm reaching for my. I'm doing it.
You're doing it.
I'm doing it.
21 episodes, guys. We've been doing this for 21 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm going to go take 6 B comps and 3 800s and drink a gallon of water and maybe eat some tacos.
Yeah.
Tacos are awesome. So, Guardians of the Galaxy is maybe my favorite comic. I know. Shake it off. Oh, by the way, Ben Grimm is on the team. Ben and Rocket Raccoon probably have one of the best.
I've been waiting for that for so long, and now it's finally a real thing. The thing.
Ben and Rocket are probably my favorite. Like, they totally get each other.
Just imagine him and Rocket having a conversation. Can you imagine it? It's exactly that way in this fucking title.
The art's been fantastic. I like that. Now that Ben's in space, he doesn't like. Here's the cool part. Ben Grimm on the Fantastic Four on Earth, he's always kind of viewed as a monster, but now that he's on fucking Guardians of the Galaxy and like traversing the galaxy itself, certain alien races find him very attractive. So he's got a super hot, sexy like alien babe, like totally fawning over him while he's like freeing slaves, and I'm like, get it, Ben Grimm, fucking get it.
I love it.
That's so cool.
Angela showed back up on the team, and she is 100% full-on fucking badass again.
The way that Angela should be, not any of this Queen of Hell garbage that happened with the fucking Marvel shit.
No, I like that Angela is drawn as a fucking Valkyrie. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that's who she should be.
Wearing fucking gold armor, and she's got this fucking... Angela, yes, originally a Spawn character or character from Spawn.
And fucking Guardians going in there, and like, by the way, the Kree have been enslaving entire like races.
As they usually do.
As they usually fucking do.
As they usually fucking do.
Dude, the Guardians show up and they have no fucking problem just like cutting heads off, taking these guys down, and being like, you don't fucking do this. And one of the best scenes, and I know this is really hard to do, like when we do the shows and try to like read and describe what happens. Star-Lord's like, yeah, but we can't just beat up an entire alien species. We can't just overthrow. And then all of a sudden Angela butts in with, everyone hear me! And the very next page is Angela holding the severed head of the alien leader, declaring that the war is over, that they've won. And by the way, that's Kitty Pryde about ready to throw up.
Yeah.
That's funny.
If you're gonna spew in this.
So I'm loving Angela. I'm loving Kitty and Star-Lord doing their thing.
And Brian Michael Bendis
Ooh,
writing a
Star-Lord is
little
looking
bit.
white hot.
Star-Lord is always a super fine apple. Are you kidding me? I
Yeah.
love Star-Lord.
So I don't find Chris Pratt hot. So when I think Star-Lord, I think it was Chris Pratt now. So.
Okay, well, I think he got jacked for that role, and I'm all about that shit.
Damn.
No, I liked Chris Pratt when he was chubbier. I like when my men have meat in their bodies.
No.
Skinny is so boring. I'm like,
He's not skinny either. He's dense. He's like thick. Great.
that's what she said.
Boom.
That's
Boom.
twice, you guys. One
Yeah.
for each of you.
Who read Plutona?
I did not get Plutona. Or was Plutona last week or was Plutona the week before?
Plutona was number 5, and I guess I found out what was happening because we were waiting.
I got it
for
late
comic.
for some reason.
Yeah, and I found out that not every comic shop got it on time. So some people got it and some people didn't, and it was delayed. So I didn't get it until like a week or two later. And Plutona was the series by Jeff Lemire. Like I was on pins and needles waiting to see how it was going to fucking end. If you don't remember what Plutona was, it's pretty much
Lennox and Jeff Lemire, and it's magic.
Yeah, Plutona was.
So let me get this straight. Savannah didn't read it?
I haven't read that one yet, no.
Okay, then let's not talk about it. But holy shit, you should be reading it. Go get the first 4 issues.
I saw you guys talking about it on the Twitter, and I looked for it, and I was like, why didn't I get this when they did? Yeah. And then I looked digitally, and for some reason, it got slipped on mine. So I pick up 95 fucking books a week.
It's true, man.
Yeah, you're crazy. Master level.
Poll is.
I'm dropping all the Civil War things, guys.
So
over it.
I think everyone should really get caught up on Plutona. It's one of the best stories I've read in the last year, as far as
it really is. Like if you don't listen to fucking anything we say, listen to anything written by Jeff Lemire, Brian K. Vaughan, Jason Aaron, Rick Remender, and fucking Brubaker. That's
fucking
it.
Preach. Fucking preach.
Those 5. If you never listen to anything that we say again, read those 5. That's it. And you'll never need anything else.
Plutona is just the perfect limited series to just read and just get a really amazing story out of it.
Like what stories are supposed to be. Why we read comic books for the entertainment of it. Something that's gonna suck me in and take me fucking somewhere else for 10 minutes.
And let me say, such a unique concept and something that I could totally see happening in real life.
Yeah, that's the scary part. Like I think kids today would act out like that.
Oh yeah, that book is so accurate. I mean, he's got to have some sort of interaction with teenagers to know how they're gonna respond to like those type of situations, right? Like he's got to know that. Like how do you write kids so good? Tell me, how do you do that? Because everything that they do, every decision that they make, he has them analyzing it in the simplest form possible, just like a kid would do. There's no fucking there's not 13 boxes of text.
The reasoning is
every word hits you.
The reasoning is very it's very real. And it makes sense and it's So
I would go as far as to say that Jeff Lemire and Plutona is probably him doing his best version of Brian K. Vaughan.
Yeah.
And it's really an homage, and you can definitely see like where some of the influence is, but it's also very much individually and characteristically Jeff Lemire. And I can't wait for that trade to come out, and I'm really going to tell everyone to go pick it up because you're not going to go wrong with it. Mm-hmm. And when the trade does drop, we are going to talk about it because it is a very, I mean,
who's doing the color? Is Jordi Belair doing the color?
Yes, because Jordi Belair is one of the.
Jordi Belair is doing the color, so like it's got this vibe on it that she just like puts on things. She blesses books with her fucking whatever her brain pattern does. I don't know. Hey, and guys, speaking of colors, I just found out that Kirk was colorblind.
What? Oh yeah.
We had an entire after show about this like.
Kirk is completely fucking colorblind. Fool can't see blue or yellow.
I'm not completely colorblind. I'm a very rare blue-yellow colorblind.
That's what I mean. He's like this magical fucking unicorn. Like, he was telling us about this the other day, and I would have no idea. He doesn't, like, he knows that he's colorblind, and I feel bad for, like, throwing this out on the internet for everybody, but I think it's, like, this magical talent that he has. Color deficiency, whatever.
Yeah,
He ain't blind.
It definitely messed with like my own reality because then
Me
I started
too.
thinking like, how does he view life? How does he read comics? How does he just walk out the door every day without seeing or yellow?
Yeah, he said that when he was little, he walked out the door because he thought the sky was gray and it was gonna snow, and his mom was like, "No, the sky is blue." And he's like, "No, it's not." Like, oh my God, his sky is not blue, you guys. Isn't that like?
That fucks with you. It fucks with you at such a fundamental level.
Like, it totally changed my perspective on Kirk for some reason. I know that sounds so weird in its simplicity, and it's not like a pity thing. It's just like it puts me outside of my train of thought. So anyway, speaking about colors, that we get to like.
Interestingly enough, Jordi Belair, trying to switch the subject. Jordi Belair is whenever her name's up on a comic book, I fucking buy it.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorite colorists in comics right now.
Yeah, and she loves purple. Have you seen the way she does all her different shades of purple?
Well, dude, on top of that, she's really like methodical in the fact that she figures out what the color palette's going to be for the entire comic.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mean to bring that up, but that's why I was like, because you love color so much, like it's a big deal because now I appreciate color so much more.
The irony is, if you saw my little apartment, I don't want to show it right now, but like I have one entire wall that is like comic book yellow. And I had to match all my wall art to it, so I didn't look like completely crazy.
I think it's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I lost my shit because I was like, how did he read Private Eye? Because Private Eye is like mainly yellow.
Yeah, it just looks great to him.
So Private Eye is still one of the most beautiful books I've ever seen. That's
beautiful.
Dude.
Oh! I fucking read that Doctor Strange book. Holy fuck!
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck! How old is that book? The Marcos Martin BKV Doctor Strange book? It's the same team that did Private Eye, but they're doing Doctor Strange. And I fucking love Doctor Strange. How did I fucking miss that one?
Because it was Doctor Strange and no one was reading Doctor Strange at the time. And no one was reading BKV.
How old is that? Is that more than 5 years old?
Yeah.
Was it their first one together?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's their first collaboration.
I loved it. It's like one of my favorite Marvel trades I've read in fucking so long. Okay, it's my favorite one that I've read since the Brubaker Cap Winter Soldier one.
Oh shit.
So that's like fucking strict number 2. And that Brubaker Cap run is my favorite Marvel title to date. Like my favorite Marvel book ever written. More than Blue, or like Captain America Blue or Captain America White. I loved.
Mm-hmm.
But this one beats
I like the fact that the chat's like, wait, so what about bananas? Ragnarok is like, so bananas are not yellow to me. The yellow bastard from Sin City, not yellow to me.
Yeah, so he missed that effect. He didn't get to absorb that. Like, I almost feel like we see more than him, and that's not fair.
It's okay.
It's not okay. Like, you should have seen that. Like,
you get to be special, okay? You get to be as mundane and normal like us.
Yeah. You're a magical creature. Like a hippogriff.
It's true, I am.
A hippogriff?
Savannah, what did you call him?
A hippogriff.
What is that?
Kirk? Tell him.
Yeah. Hippogriffs are like, it's kind of like a unicorn. It's like a griffin. It's like...
it's got a body and wings and a beak, and it's a Harry Potter creature.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought you meant he's a glyph, and I was like, are we going to put him into a glass bubble now?
Yes.
No, he's a carnivorous flying horse.
I also kind of like compare it to the 2 statues from the Neverending Story that you have to get past.
Oh, yeah, those are cool. I love that movie.
That's right. Drop Neverending Story until
Drop Neverending Story, just like... open up a whole new corner of fucked up for us.
So, what else do you guys want to talk about?
Mm-hmm.
What else? I don't know.
Well, we were really off the track.
Can I plug something in that on Netflix? I want to plug something in from Netflix.
Okay, do it.
Okay, I know this is not comic book related, but it's too awesome to not plug. If you guys are not watching Stranger Things on Netflix, you are missing out. The great, most majestic return of Winona Ryder we've been waiting for since Beetlejuice, and she is amazing. The story is amazing. It is Paper Girls. you know, but with boys, like like there's girls too, and the mystery is amazing. Like you need to go watch it. If you have Netflix, there's no reason why you should not watch this 8-episode movie. It's done. God, I memorized their fucking names just for this, and
Oh my god! I've heard so many things about this Stranger Tales Netflix situation. So
Stranger Things, Stranger Things.
Stranger Things, Strange Tales.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. That's like I said. I'm probably going to stay home and watch the first few episodes tonight.
I mean,
okay, me too.
It's amazing. There's walkie-talkies.
After
There's
Preacher.
light. It's amazing, and you should be watching it. And Winona Ryder, mwah, bravissimo, mujer.
Yeah, I've never heard anybody use Winona Ryder and Majestic in the same sentence. So
What?
now I'm
You
intrigued.
ever see Heathers?
I have seen Heathers.
Heathers?
That's not a Majestic-worthy movie, but all right. Heathers.
What?
Maybe I'm a
Heathers
chick.
is
I don't know.
amazing.
Oh God, and maybe I'm
all right.
a
This is all right.
I had
all
a
about
huge
those
Winona
movies.
Ryder
I love
crush.
Clueless. I love Heathers. I love Mean Girls. I love them. I love it.
Yeah, I'm a big
I think I'm just not a Winona Ryder fan.
Oh, you're good because this is the thing that she does in this
It's because
series.
I'm Team Natalie Portman.
Well, no, listen to me. Like, she does such an amazing job. Like, you don't see Winona Ryder. You see the character that she's portraying. Like, she's
That's
definitely
pretty cool.
Yeah.
like when you look at her character, you don't see Winona. You see the character, and I feel like perfect project that you chose Winona. I don't know where the fuck you are if you're watching, but I would kiss you, and you're a girl, which gross. I wish I had a mom like you. I wish I had a mom like you. If I was in that if I was your son and I was in that deep of a shit, like I wish you were my mom because you did everything you could to save me.
I can't wait to watch this tonight.
All right, that's what we're doing. I'm gonna watch Preacher, and then I'm gonna watch Stranger Things.
Ooh,
Yeah.
do you guys want to talk Preacher? Because I haven't watched it, but you guys have probably.
You know what? I'm at the point right now where I'm gonna wait until the series to end because I'm a marathon all the episodes. It's so good that I get angry when I watch an episode and I'm like, I want to watch the next one. And God forgive me, I definitely started trying to find like torrents of like leaked episodes. So now I'm at the point where I'm just gonna wait until it's done, and then I'm gonna finish it. Like I'm just gonna spend 5 hours watching everything. I love Preacher so much, but I'm getting angry that I can't find the next episode. Sorry.
I love it. I have to have it. So.
Yeah, I'm going to cosplay for the first time at Comic-Con this week, and I'm definitely going to go as Cassidy.
Oh, I knew it.
Yeah, I have to.
Please, all the photos you can muster, please.
Oh, I will. We have some friends. I'm going with I'm meeting up with some friends on Friday, and it's going to be our cosplay day, and I've never cosplayed before, so.
That's so cool.
Post the storm, please. I want to stalk you. Please post the storm.
Done. I will.
Because I'll be in San Diego the same weekend, but I won't be at the con. I will be at my friend's birthday.
Yeah, but dude, we were supposed to fucking. Where in San Diego? We'll figure this out after the episode. But I want to hang out.
I'll be in Normal Heights. I don't know where that is because I've only been to San Diego twice, but I'll be in Normal Heights if that means anything to anybody.
Okay, I'll look it up. We'll fucking Google Maps that shit after the episode.
Okay.
But yeah, so fucking Comic-Con is next week, and I'm like, in case you haven't noticed, I'm like nervous energy right now. I gotta get there. I need to make it happen.
You're nervous energy, and I'm like, is it a sleepy time?
Are you driving or are you taking the train, Kirk?
I'm taking the train. I leave the car. I've got all my arrangements made. My mom's taking the dog, which I think she's more excited about.
When are you leaving? Maybe we can leave on the same day and we can meet in the train. You can sit next to me.
What day are you leaving?
I'm leaving Friday.
Shit, I'm leaving Wednesday morning.
Oh, you're leaving like way before.
Yeah, I'm there all 5 days.
Oh, gotcha.
I want it. It's like, and this is Comic-Con is my sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Well, Comic-Con is me going absolutely fucking hard as possible. I don't go to bed until 3, and then I'm back up at like 7 or 8.
Well, you have to be punk rock to get through that fucking clusterfuck.
Yeah, dude.
Yep.
Well, definitely. There's some Xanax involved because being around huge crowds like that is holy shit for me. But I go to all the panels. Like last year, I can honestly say I started my the very first panel I did was a Kelly Sue DeConnick
Ooh,
panel,
she's
but she was
hot. I like her.
I love her. She's fucking on. And on top of it, it was sickening because she just kept talking about how amazing she loves Matt Fraction. It's like I can only imagine how awesome you two are all the time in the same room. But I went to a Kelly Sue panel, which was all about trying to come up with. It wasn't about coming up with ideas for comic books. It was just even if you have a bad idea, fucking write it, because that teaches you to make deadlines. And that set the entire tone for my entire con. That on Sunday, I actually passed by her when she was at the Image booth, and I just like had to like tap her on the shoulder really quickly and go, I just need to let you know, your first panel set the entire made my entire con, and like sent me there with purpose. And
Yeah.
like, I'm that guy. I'm not gonna do a Hall H. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I don't care about that shit. I want to go see my favorite creators. I want to go to the Image panels, and I want to go to like writing your favorite characters. Like I'm going to meet all my favorite creators.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't fucking wait.
That's what it's all about. And
Yeah.
it's sad that San Diego Comic-Con has become more about TV stars than the writers and creators. It makes me really sad when when the writers and creators post pictures of their panels and there's like only 15, 20 people sitting in the benches of a room of 100. And I was like, I would fucking kill to be there. I would give up my good side of my back to be there and meet my favorite writers and artists. Like
those are my rock stars. Those are my rock stars.
If you're still watching, like go to cons and make sure you show your love for the people that write your favorite stories and characters and do your favorite art and inspire you to, you know.
Like didn't get to meet BKV. I only got to see him sign, but Brew Baker is always fantastic to listen to. Anything that the Image panels do, because the cool thing is like the Image panels do things where it's their favorite creators up there and them talking about why they got to take their project to Image and why they love working with Image and trying to like almost recruit people at Comic-Con going like, this is why you should go to that company. And it's so great to see creators talking like in a good light about their employers. You know, like, hey, my bosses don't suck, and that's why I love making work for them. So that's my thing. I can't fucking wait. It's gonna be awesome. I don't even care about the parties right now. Oh, Comic-Con pro tip: if you ever go to San Diego, the best places to meet your favorite creators, the bar, the hotel bars. Don't go in the gas lamp district. It's a fucking waste of time. That's how I got to hang out with like Kieran Gillen and all the guys from.
But if you don't want to stalk the creators and you want to go have fun and meet girls, go to the Gaslight District.
Yeah, because it's a shit show.
San Diego Comic-Con, it's for everyone.
Yeah. Yeah. Drink lots of water, bring snacks, wear comfy shoes, don't buy brand new shoes.
Shower, that is very important.
Use the buddy system or the Dewey Decimal system, whichever works for you better.
Especially, and I know it's not fair, but especially if you're wearing a cosplay that is a little bit revealing, just make sure you're with someone. I know it's not fair, and I know that's not the way the world's supposed to work, but just to be safe, make sure you're with a friend if you're dressing up, you know, in a very revealing cosplay.
So that is what I'm excited about, and that's I can't wait to get down there because we're kind of bummed the website's not gonna be ready in time for con.
I know,
but that also
whatever.
Instead of it being a business trip, it just became like Kirk gone wild.
Yeah.
I'm
Every picture of Kirk's gonna be like, woo.
Yeah, everything is just me like when.
Okay. I need Cocoa Puffs. Come on. What are we doing?
Are we wrapping this up?
Are we done?
I think so.
Yeah.
So basically, we turned 21 and we drank too much, and now we're tired and ready to take naps.
Should we take another shot before we leave?
Yes, I am.
You
Fuck
guys.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Hey, that's my line.
Heyo.
Can't stop, won't stop.
So happy 21st episode to the
Happy
YMB
21st episode to our favoritist peoples on a Sunday evening.
I
This is fucking
love
worth it. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Ugh, Jesus, what the fuck?
So here's what we're gonna do.
That's
Okay,
horrible.
let's keep it close. So next week I don't think we're gonna do an episode because I will be in Comic-Con.
And I will be in San Diego.
And I will be in far, far away. So we'll all be doing shit.
But show up the week after. I will do a Comic-Con rundown. We're also gonna fucking talk Scott Pilgrim Volume 1.
Woo!
And I'm really excited for that.
This is a big deal, you guys.
Wait, Kirk.
Yo.
Kirk, would the Scott Pilgrim episode be a really good one to bring Frida on? Because I saw in the chat that she was like,
Yes.
how dare you do Scott Pilgrim without me? And I was like,
Yeah.
girl, come on, get your camera up and running. We'll have you on.
Do
Yeah,
this.
and like I said, well, this is what I really want to do. And I know I keep teasing it, but it's just because of everything that's been going on, and then me raising and saving a little baby kitty life. We do want to start having YMB fam members on for like the main segment. So you guys out there start figuring out like if you are streamable.
And we're going to make a little calendar, and we're going to put everybody's name in the little calendar, first come, first serve, and we'll sign you up accordingly.
So I don't know if Frida is still around because she said she had stuff to do tonight, but surprise, Frida, you're going to be on the episode in 2 weeks. So we're going to do Volume 1. Ian has not read Scott Pilgrim. Also, I think it's a really big deal because Brian Lee O'Malley's new comic, Snot Girl, comes out about the same time. So that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I've heard Snot Girl. Is that something I should definitely pick up?
Yeah, it's about a fashion blogger with green hair who is kind of depressed and has allergies. It's supposed to be really
Sounds like me. Sounds like Kirk.
It's a very real story, but she's an internet girl.
So she has this image of who she needs to portray herself as in real life.
The things that she needs to deal with as a normal person and aside from her internet life.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Brian Lee O'Malley. Very, very good shit.
So
that is like my life.
That is like my life. Snot Girl.
Oh my god. I should totally be reading this.
Yes.
That too.
So, if anything else, and also, welcome to, we have found new people.
Hi, new people. Welcome to the show. We're not usually like this.
No, usually we're,
I
don't know why I started drinking and now I'm like really excited and like all this weird energy. Anyways, please.
I had so much fun tonight that I think we should drink every episode.
Yeah.
No, No. You guys can drink all you want. I cannot. I'll get high.
I like this thing. I was like, no, that's a bad idea. I
can't drink like this, you guys.
So like, yeah, everyone who's saying like I'd love to be on the show, like we're gonna fucking do it. That's a big deal. Also, I really want to thank. I want to thank you guys with everything that we do. Like I like to write reviews and be critical, and then the podcast we get a little bit more in depth. But YMB is my favorite thing because it's growing community and it's making people read, and I fucking love it. I fucking love it. I love it. So everyone, guys, tell everyone where they can find you and stalk you.
Savannah, you first, girl.
Yeah.
I don't like going first. Okay, Galactus Hungers on Instagram and with a hyphen on Tumblr, Hydro_Honey. Follow Force Girls, follow The Bleed, and Mr. Sheldatron, who's our other partner in crime.
Sheldon. We have to have Sheldon on.
Sheldatron, Twitter.
Yeah. And then Mr. Ian.
Oh, you can find me on literally everything with the exception of Facebook at Ian Alexander with a K and a Z, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then
make sure if you have an iPhone, which I don't, I have an Android. Make sure you subscribe to The Bleed. Make sure you listen to that, please. I'm missing out on it, but that does not mean that you should. So if you have like Apple stuff, make sure you're listening to The Bleed.
And then a couple other things. I'm at Kirk Likes Stuff on Twitter, and then also I keep forgetting my Instagram. I want to say it's Kirk_FM, I think.
Yes.
Also,
Your
Instagram is a big deal. That's where we always post all our comic pulls, and that's where I do my little haul video. But
I gotta pee so bad.
Hey, you know what the cute thing was? Is that I do my little, like, these are the comics I picked up on Instagram, and I saw a couple of my followers start doing, like, mini unboxings on Instagram, and then I saw another follower do their comic haul, and so I was like, fucking gotcha. I think that's a good way to go. So we have those talks there. What else was I going to say? I kind of, dude, Ian, I hate to put you on the spot, but
Yeah.
can I pimp out the cool new thing that you've been doing?
Sure, if you want to.
Ian did something really awesome, and I'm really excited and very, very proud of him. He has started a gossip site for comic books, but it's not what you think. He's been writing reviews for some of the comics he's been reading, but done it from, like, a TMZ, like, kind of point of view, and I think it's one of the coolest, most creative things I've seen on the internet, and I really want you to pimp that out, dude.
Yeah, I started extraordinarygossip.com, no E, just an X, so extraordinarygossip.com, and I literally, because these characters mean a lot more to me than actual people do sometimes, so I treat them like actual people. What happens to them, I treat them like actual events, and it's a really good way of finding out what's going on in the comic book world currently. If you want to check that out, it's on my Twitter and Instagram on the links section. It's something I've been doing for 2 weeks. Kirk put me on the spot. I really wanted to perfect the formula, but I've also will be doing that same stuff for Deus Ex Comica, so I can't wait for that to come up so I can have my own little column right there. But in the meantime, I'm practicing my writing skills on extraordinarygossip.com.
Yeah! Sorry, dude. I've been, like, dying to tell people about it. I'm so proud of you.
And yeah, it's been real fun. I get to practice my coding skills, my writing skills, my graphic design skills, my social media skills. It's definitely an experiment, but there's definitely been a response, and a lot of people are liking it and sharing it, and a lot of people commenting as if the characters were real, which is an orgasm to me. Like, somebody was actually upset. I wrote an article about Mockingbird and maybe her getting back together with Hawkeye after the last issue, and somebody was like, legit upset.
You were like, well, it's a gossip column. Sorry.
Yeah, it's a gossip column. Someone's like legit upset, and I was like, I don't know what to do.
Like, that's a good thing. It's okay.
I love it.
And then a few people have been sending in tips because it's a gossip column, so there's a way for you to send tips to me of what's going on, and then I'll read whatever you're tipping me on, and then I'll write an article about it. So that's really fun too.
Yay!
Dude, it's really cool. I'm really proud of you that you did it, dude.
Thank you, Kirk, for putting me on the spot.
And stuck with it for when you wanted to, like,
that idea was flying around for a little bit, and it was like, you should be doing that.
Yeah.
I know. One night I was so Scooby-snacked that I was like, why don't I just do it? And then I did it.
And look at what you made. It's magical.
I love it. Alrighty, guys. I think that's pretty much it.
Thanks, dudes, for hanging out with us. You're awesome. We love you.
And we really do appreciate you, and thank you for doing this for 21 episodes with us. And we will see you back here in 2 weeks for Volume 1 of Scott Pilgrim. And it doesn't matter which version you read, color or black and white. It's fine.
And make sure you stick to it, because who knows what we'll do in episode 50. We may do peyote. Who knows what we'll do in episode 100. We may do ayahuasca.
We're doing peyote, episode 50, guys. It's going to be fucking weird.
One of these episodes is going to be one of these. It's just going to be...
And then we're just going to be like...
Face it! How are ya? Comics!
Oh, man.
I think we yelled too much. I think
only in your mom's basement.
See you guys.
Bye.